Excelente.
Thank you very much, Aluta Squad. Good day, dear faculty members, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am by name Comrade Nasser S. Bello, standing here in front of you physically, purposely, perfectly, in order to appreciate each and every one of you for coming here for this wonderful occasion. My sincere appreciation and heartfelt gratitude goes to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for sparing our lives to witness this very great day. Without wasting much of our time, I would like to quickly rush into the welcoming address. I would like to welcome you into this rapid evolving world. Digital literacy is no longer optional but essential. As students, it is crucial that we equip ourselves with the skills and knowledge necessary to thrive in the digital age. This workshop presents an incredible opportunity for each and every one of us to expand our skills, set and stay ahead in a world where technology is a driving force. As participants, I encourage you to approach this workshop with an open mind, a willingness to learn, and determination to apply what you learn in your personal and professional journey. Once again, I welcome you to this wonderful occasion. Thank you and have a very nice, wonderful, and fantastic day. Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, invited girls, dear personality, can we put our hands together for the President, Faculty of Education, Honor Comrade Nasser Bello. Thank you very much, sir. You did a wonderful, nice, welcome opener remark. Thank you. We enjoy your time. We enjoy your moment as our #1 Faculty of Education, Nasser Bello. Thank you very much. Thank you, DJ Manders Willis. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, distinguished invited girls, as we all know, next on the program of events, which is the overview of the workshop. Ladies and gentlemen, the speaker I'm about to present on stage, he's a gentleman, a gentle guy. He sacrificed his time to train, no sleeping, no resting, just to make this workshop go perfectly. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome and put your hands together for the academic director, ladies and gentlemen, the CEO, A.J.Y, content creator in honor of A.J.Y Yusuf Muhammad. A round of applause for this gentleman, ladies and gentlemen.
I will be the one myself to give you a look of the greatest Nigerian student, of the greatest Bosa, another Bosa, Supremo Swaga, Aluta Yakata. I want to say, I want to yarn, I want to affirm, I want to reaffirm, I want to confirm the capacitated academic director. 3 fundamental Bosa for the capacitated academic director. Bosa, Bosa, Bosa.
Thank you so much. Good day, my colleagues. What protocols really observed. I'm honored to stand here today as the organizer of this workshop, and also I would like to take you through all the agendas we're going to do today. As you can see on the banner. So this workshop is divided into 3 parts. The first one is the formal presentation by our guests, and our guest speakers will take you through various topics that are vital in today's digital world. So, including content creation and AI, video editing, graphic design, forest trading, cryptocurrency, and then career opportunities in tech. So the second part, it will be interactive section, where you people, the audience, you will have the privilege to ask your guest speakers. So, and the third thing is we are going to have a group pictures after all the presentations and after the interactive section. So thank you all. We thank all our special guests of honors. We thank you all. So thank you for coming. So this is the overview of the program.
Your Excellency, very distinguished guests, can we put our hands together for the academic director in honor of A.J.Y? Let's put our hands together for him. Thank you very much, sir. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, this is the first workshop training on digital skills. We're having different things to learn. We're having the content creation and AI, the graphics design, video editing, forest trading, animation, drone technology, and career opportunity in technology. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we move on to the next agenda, according to the program of events, we need to skip some menu. We are very sorry for that. We are coming back. So, ladies and gentlemen, due to time factor, we are having girls from Abuja. We are having girls from Ahmed Bello University of Zaria. Also, we are having our girls from Minka, Tafabalewa, and Gwanimi. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to the next agenda, which is the presentation on drone technology. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and this moment is taken up for 45 minutes. 45 minutes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call on the facilitator on drone technology in person of Musa Abubakar, CEO, Chief Executive Officer of Mosh Creative Limited. Can we put our hands together for this gentleman, ladies and gentlemen? A round of applause, please. A round of applause. Thank you very much, sir. You are highly welcome. DJ, second mic. 1, 2.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. My name is Musa Abubakar. As I said, I'm the founder and CEO of Bush Creative Limited. So, Bush Creative Limited is a company that manufactures drones, repair drones, and offer drones for people. Not only drone technology, we are into 3D printing manufacturing. If you guys have heard about 3D printing, 3D printing is a new technology that is yet onboarded for people. So that's what we are currently doing, and I want to use this opportunity to use the free time I have to briefly introduce you on the business and the opportunity of doing technology and also the 3D printing manufacturing. So before I show the practical aspect, okay, I don't know, are you guys seeing everywhere? So what you have here is a practical experience of drone technology. First, I will start introduction about drones. Drones are simply means an aircraft without a human pilot on board. So this time around, it's not like airplanes, you see it airports, stuff like that. Before, when you are trying to capture videos or images, you have to climb the helicopter, put your camera down with the helicopter, which is very risky. You might end up losing your life and stuff like that. But with the use of drone technology, you will just use
GPS and fly your drone wherever you want to. And this drone has GPS, you can fly it for almost 400 feet. So that's what is a drone. It simply means an aircraft without a human pilot. So let's go to the next agenda. So let's go to the next agenda, 3D printer. This product was manufactured in our company from idea to reality. So we designed it. We design it and bring it to reality. This is made in Nigeria, which was still in production. So this is to show you that with the use of 3D printing, you don't have to, let's say, I want to go to China for someone to manufacture car parts for me, home parts. No, you can just reach out to the company, we design the product, and print it to reality. And this product is a very, very good opportunity for young people to go into both the drone technology and also the 3D printing. I will just briefly how I started the industry. I started building drones when I was 10 years, and now I'm currently 23. I also run my company, which I made a lot of millions with drone technology. So this is the 3D printing machine. So we don't have enough of time to show you the practical aspect, but this is the product that we made. We made a lot of product with it. So I don't know if you have any questions before I continue. Questions? Before I continue. Okay, so we said the monetization of drone technology. You can make a lot of money with drone. Just say like you can be someone who flies drones, someone who repair drones, someone who give out drones. As for us, we build drones, we fly it, we also give out drones. So that's what pointing the company is. I want you guys to ask questions so that you can know that yes, this is the main point you guys are interested in. Because when we are done with this workshop, I'm very sure that you're not just going to leave it. No. You have to use this opportunity. Maybe that you don't know anything about 3D printing, you don't know anything about drone technology. You can just say, sir, I want to venture into this. Okay, no problem. We can guide you through that. Why guiding you through that? Maybe that is the opportunity for you to start making millions. That's the thing. With drone technology, each month you can make more than 2 million. That's the thing. If you understand the industry, when you start flying drone, people just say, yeah, this one is just flying toy, this one is just flying toy. I know that I make a lot of millions. There's a lot of opportunity in this industry. So if you have any question, please ask before I continue. We have other participants.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to ask this question. Concerning the drone, do we have any kind of regulation that you can explain to us here as flying drone in Nigeria? And then another question is that I don't know, because of time, if you can actually give us a brief explanation on the business. Like, you know, you just made mention of you make millions and stuff like that. I don't know if the time will permit you to just give us some brief examples of, like, who are your clients? Who are your clients? How, if any of these students go into it, who are the target clients and the advantage they have there? Thank you.
So regarding your question, you said that there are customers for the drone business. Yeah, customers for your own business, you have to go home, you have to find them yourself. When I started doing technology, in the north there, we don't have like that customers. Most of the customers were from Lagos, China, outside country. Why I started posting a lot of my stuff online, Instagram, and I now realize that there are a lot of people that used to go here, the north, more than Lagos. So there is the customers. We have customers. There are a lot of customers in the drone industry. It's just that the drones business is very expensive, but it's a very, very good business to venture it because not everyone. So it's better for you to get the skills now. In the next few years, anyone that will come with the skills will just be at your back. And for me, I have 10 years of experience in doing this. And for your second question, you said about any regulation while flying drone. You cannot just go and fly drone close to airport. You have to get some license. And getting those licenses is not something very, very easy. You have to get those licenses from China and US. But you can still fly your drone in Nigeria. You just have to avoid it. So that's it.
All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The question I want to ask here is concerning the drone technology. You explained the theoretical aspect of this drone technology and as well you show us the machine. But then after this workshop, we are going out and we are telling the world that we have the knowledge on drone technology. And then paraventure, when we are asked to operate it, when we are given the machine to operate it, how then do we go about it? What I'm saying here is, how do we operate this one practically? Thank you.
That's a very good question. You can see you are ready to venture into the business. So, learning about drones, we have to teach you how to fly drones. Currently, like this, we will not come here for the flying aspect. But to learn about drones, you can reach out to us, which we have our official webinar close to never run about. So, we train students how to fly drone, how to fix drone, and how to make money with drone. So that's it. But learning how to fly drone is easy. As you can see. So that's it.
Please, can you tell us at least four most used components in making a drone? Most used components in making a drone or materials?
The first one, we have the GPS. That's the Global Positioning System. Global Positioning System is very important in your drone because when you are flying your drone, let's say the battery is low, you don't have to worry yourself, my drone has gone. No, that drone will still come back and meet you in the particular location. That means if you have the GPS, Global Positioning System. The second one, we have the ESC, Electronic System Controller. That's ESC board. This ESC board is the one that powers the motors. So without ESC board, your drone cannot fly. The third one, we have the propellers. Propellers, these are the fan that is attached to the drone. The fourth one, we have the motors. That is, we have two types of motors, the brushless motors and the wireless motors. So this is the most common use for the drone. Without this component, we don't have one.
You mentioned that the drone business is very expensive. Please, how expensive is it? How much much money will you need to start a drone business? Thank you.
Okay. To start a drone technology, let's say, for example, you can start with 2 million. Why you say 2 million? It's small money now. It's small money. Wait. You have two options. Let's say, if you don't have 2 million, you can start, let's say, anything 500,000, 600,000. But if you face any challenge, don't come and say it is Obamusa that tell you that. That's the thing. Because the reason why I say you might face challenge is very, very expensive. Something like this, it costs you 1.2. Talk less about buying some parts. They are very expensive. But let me just make it easy for you. If you want to venture into going, you don't have any lot of capital. Just go and learn how to fly drone. I'm very sure in the north we don't have a lot of ladies that know how to fly drone. I will say it again and I will say it again. If you take action and learn how to fly drone in the north, inside one of these ladies, you will make a lot of millions. You will get a lot of customers. That's the thing. The industry is big. So if you don't have a lot of money, just go and learn how to fly drone, learn how to fix drone. That's it.
Please, you have like 3 to 4 years that are interested in learning how to fly drone. How do you go about it?
And like I said earlier, our company trains students how to fly drone. So when we are done, we can give you our company contact, give you the details about the training and the duration. So that's not a problem. Maybe if you want to see practical guys, you can come and see. Yes, we have to do something. So yes, that's the information.
Is that all?
That's all.
Any other question?
Good day, sir. You said you are conducting a training back. How much does it cost?
Yeah, we have different types of duration. We have most of final duration is 2 weeks duration. Learn how to fly drone, learning how to fix drone. Some of them will cost you like 70,000, yes. For 3 weeks, that's for 3 weeks. We also have for 1 month, so it depends. We're supposed to fly drone here, but we did not come up with some of our equipment. So, yes, that would be something obvious. Let me quickly run up the workshop for the drone technology 3D printing. And I want to use this opportunity to thank those the organizers for this opportunity to come and teach you about the industry we are in, the drone technology and also the 3D printing. So thank you so much. say, use money from drone business or 3D printing. So thank you so much since you now.
Thank you very much, sir. Your Excellency, distinguished personalities, ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together for the Chief Executive Officer, most grateful to the honor of Madam Musa Abdul. A round of applause for him. Thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful presentation. I believe we all understood what he presents, yes or no. Please feel free to ask questions. We are here to learn. We are here to unlearn and relearn. This is the first workshop we are doing in this faculty, hosted by the academic director. So please and please, let all feel free to ask questions. If you don't know anything, you ask, please. So ladies and gentlemen, without wasting much of our time, I would like to call on one of our mentor, one of our lecturer. Is a father, is my father, is our father. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and welcome Mr. Stephanus A.J.Y, which is the Universal President. Can we put our hands together for the gentlemen? Thank you very much, sir. Now our people and the round of applause for our lecturer, please. Thank you, sir. Great Nigerian students, I want to know. I want to migrate. I want to communicate. I am very happy for this workshop. My favorite community, even though I am a patron and a lecturer in this institute, but I want to be like you. I was also a community in a renowned university, some years back. My comrade, this city is a very great city, and this workshop is a very great workshop. Today, our graduates are not self-reliant. Our university graduates are depending on government jobs to survive. But with this workshop, I believe thousands of our Nigerian graduates will be self-reliant, and you can be able to put food on your table without any assistance from the government. You may not seek for any government job with this workshop. This workshop is a workshop that will grant you, a workshop that will equip you to have something doing on your own. Most of our university graduates today believe in theory. Mostly this is what we teach you in the university today. I will remember a cousin of mine who graduated from Ahmadu Bello University Electrical Engineering cannot repair a stabilizer. Yes, I am telling you this out of experience. He cannot repair an ordinary stabilizer, and he cannot even handle a side switch in his room, and is an electrical engineer. So with this, in fact, some of our Nigerian universities may need people like this. At least our students should be learned and they should be equipped with practical works like this. In fact, this state of comrade, I believe, in fact, I believe in you. This is the most expensive project so far. The Nigerians today, in fact, WESA have ever done in this. I prefer this to any other project that has been done in WESA. This is an expensive project. Do you know why? Because a project that will make you to be self-reliant is a project that is better than any other project. We are not born out of some physical equipment that may be produced in the university by the university, but we are so much concerned
on inculcating you with the knowledge of being independent on government job. And that is what is happening in Nigeria today. Our economy is very poor. I believe you know that our economy is not even rate. It's not even rate. People in developed countries like China, again the primary school is equipped with the knowledge of the very essential. Are you aware of that? And that is why we cannot compete with some countries. Their economy has been boosted due to projects like this, which you have inculcated today to the Nigerian university. In fact, I am recommending this set of military coverage that you have done well. With this kind of project, with this kind of workshop, I believe if the Nigerian government know what they are doing critically, some of these young government will be employed to boost the economy of Nigeria. And some of these young government will be paid by the Nigerian government at least to equip our students in all our universities in Nigeria, and we shall no longer economically in our growth. The economy of Nigeria lies on the hands of young people like you, but you are not given the opportunity. I believe one day the government will give you the opportunity to do such workshop in many places so that at least our students will not depend on them to employ them. When you look at today, most of the jobs in Nigeria are not even open. You see, we have thousands of graduates working in the street without any job. Now this is the job. Pay attention to what they are doing here. At least you will have something doing. I don't want to go very much. You have a lot of activities in your hands. You have a lot of activities, and I believe these activities will lead you to be self-reliant. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this workshop, and this workshop will never go again. Some of our students may pick one or two things in this workshop, and they will be self-reliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mr. Stefano A.J.Y, of North University. A round of applause for him. Thank you very much, sir. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, due to time factors, next on our agenda is the panel discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot be the presenter and the facilitator. Distinguished gentlemen, let's welcome and give them the honor of Excellency Emmanuel Bassi and Ismail Ahmed, community developer of the Distinguished gentlemen. You are highly welcome, sirs. You are welcome to be on stage. DJ, second mic, please. Second mic. Alright. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please let's pay attention. This workshop, we can start making money with it too. All what is happening here, due to the company, we can start making money. Graphic design, video editing, animation, technology. There's money here.
No, I'm Waziri.
Ada kurnazu da shi?
No, Waziri.
Shi wa za a kira yanzu?
Shi ne su ne su zauna.
Okay, adda wannan ma? Alright, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I quickly recognize the presence of Ahmed Ismail Waziri, Chief Executive Officer, CEO, A.J.Y Computer Service. Can we give him a round of applause, distinguished ladies and gentlemen? Together with the gentleman, Bassi, yeah, this one of our students in this great faculty. The round of applause for them, distinguished ladies.
Mike.
Ya biyu ne kawai, biyu suka zo shi. Kai sai ka dinga amfani da naka. In ya shiga kaga 683838.
So, on the graphic design section, it will be a panel discussion. These are our facilitators, Ismail, Ahmad, and Basil. They are experts in graphic design, so I will be throwing questions to them, and they will explain more. So, we have general questions. Let's start with the general question. So, sir, can you share your journey as a graphic designer and how you get started?
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is Edson Emmanuel Bassi, final year student of this particular grade faculty. My journey into graphic design started in the year 2021. Now, I had so much passion about designing. One of the things that made me have passion for designing was I had this friend of mine who knew how to system. Though I know how to operate system.
The echo of this mic is too much.
Though I know how to operate system, but I wanted to do more. So when we were on strike during the ASU strike 2021-2022, so we had 8 good months of break. And as a student, I needed a source of income. I needed something to do. So I met one of my boss. He was a graphic designer. He was a pastor. So I told him that, okay, I've been staying at home. What do I do? He now recommended me to his friends that his friend has an industry, a printing press, that I should meet his friend. Now, from meeting his friend now gave me an opportunity to be coming to his office. So I go here every day. What they do in the office, they do graphics, they do printing, and they do all sorts of publishing. That was how I was able to learn graphic design as at 2021.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So our next question, I will throw it to the other facilitator, Ismail. So the question is, what inspired you to pursue a graphic design? So graphic design career.
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As our academic director said, I'm by name Ahmad Ismail Waziri. I'm the CEO of A.J.Y Computer Services. Can I hear the question again, please?
Yes. What inspired you to pursue a career in graphic design?
As we had, he asked me what inspired me to start a career in graphic design. In whatever you will do in life, I think there is this question that you have to ask yourself. And the question goes like this: why am I doing this? If you can have the answer of such question, I think definitely you have anything required to pursue anything in life. I think all of us here are students, and we know why are we here. We are here to learn, right? The same thing applies to graphic design. Before you started graphic design, you have to ask yourself, why am I going to pursue this career of graphic design? If you can't find the answer of the question, I think definitely you are not supposed to be in the line of graphic design. Am I right? First thing that inspired me to start a career in graphic design is that I think I started my journey around 2013 when I was in JS3. We are having, I think, a show in front of our house. I used to go there, just see my friends, gist. Then I realized that if I can go there and gist with my friends, why can I just pursue a career by myself? First thing you have to ask yourself is, what's the impact will you bring to the community? That's one. If you can find the answer of the impact that you will bring to community about graphic design, that's one. Then the second aspect is that you can ask yourself, if I pursue a career in graphic design, which impact will I bring to the business community? You understand? The business community itself of graphic design, you have to know, yeah, if now I'm into graphic design, what impact and which benefit will I bring to the aspect of graphic design? It's not that like Abdul Jalil is getting money in graphic design. Why? Let me go in so that me too I will get money. If you have that mentality, definitely you can't get anything in graphic design. I started this journey, I think the first allowance given to me was 150 naira. I used to go there, sweep the shop, sit and be wasted doing graphic design. You understand? I don't know anything. I will just sweep, clean the dates. At the end of the day, they will bring me 150. I will go. And I keep pushing. And alhamdulillah, now as you can see, the journey was far. I think the first thing before you pursue graphic design, this is the thing that you have to do first. Ask yourself, why am I going to graphic design? If you can ask me, or if you can have the answer of such question, I think you are ready to go. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So our next question, I will send it to, I will throw it to the participants because we have done classes online on graphic design. I hope those that attended the afternoon that. So the question I will ask, whoever answers this question, you will have, I will send him 5 gig now. Whoever answers this question, it's very simple question. I will see who are playing. So the question is,
Mike, you take about one day answer.
What are the key principles of graphic design that every beginner should know? What are the principles? I've told you everything about principles, right?
Yes.
So I want someone to stand up and tell us the principles of graphic design. Whoever answer the question, you have 5 minutes. Yes. Anyone? Or I should put it on my phone. Principle of graphic design. Principles.
Five gig. 5 people will go invent.
Start with your name. Let's.
Chemistry education.
Okay. What are the key principles of graphic design?
We have
before you answer the question, tell us your name and your department first.
It's House Sharbi from Chemistry Education Department. We have balance.
Okay.
Contrast.
Someone is telling me, right?
No. Unity.
Okay.
So no
problem. Thank you so much. Let's clap for her. So another question from the guests. I hope from the mail. The question is, what are the softwares or applications that we use in graphic design? Yes.
The application we use for graphic design, we can use Pixel, we can use Canva. I think with these two, as a beginner, you can start with them.
Yes, thank you so much. You have tell us the application, even the softwares. If you are ready now, if you are using your computer, what are the softwares you need to use? You have them many. I have mentioned them.
Yes.
My name is Ibrahim Mohammed from Mathematics Education. Software we are using for that. We have Correctro, we have PowerPoint, and we have PowerPoint. We can use all of them for graphic design.
Clap for him, please. They are clear. So we have the menu, we have Adobe Illustrator, we have Adobe After Effects for the motion graphics, right? We have the menu. So let's go back to our facilitators now. So now, sir, Basit. So how do you collaborate? How do you collaborate with other professionals like content creators, video editors, marketers in design projects?
Okay, thank you. When it comes to collaboration, as a graphic designer, you need to. Hello, we are making noise. We are making noise. As a graphic designer, one of the major things to grow in your industry is collaboration. And this has helped me. Currently, I'm working on a project with LinkedIn Cardinal Local. We are currently carrying out a project to organize LinkedIn Kaduna, which is LinkedIn is a software, mobile software where we are trying to organize a meeting in Kaduna. So as a graphic designer now, what I do is I go all out. For instance, you are a content creator and a graphic designer. How do I promote your own business in order to give my visibility? Because every graphic designer needs a visibility. Because visibility is what brings clients to you. Visibility is what makes people know what you do. So how I do it is, the first thing I do, sir, if you have any job, I can design the first job for you for free. I do that a lot. That's one of the best ways to collaborate with any business person here. I'm talking about general business. Now, if I want to close a multi-million deal, one of the first things I do is my professor is yes. If I want to close a multi-million deal, the first thing I do, sir, is I give you a free design. The moment I give you a free design, you want to do your next project with me. This is how I collaborate with people. I give people, first thing, I give you a free work. So the moment I give you a free work, maybe if you have another work, you want to ask me, okay, I have this particular work, how do I get this stuff? Then I will tell you, okay, in order to get this stuff now, this will cost other industries and other countries. Because
So our next question is regarding freelancing and professional development. So now our question is, what advice do you have for young designers looking to start freelancing or building a personal brand?
Alright, as we hear the question implies that what advice would I give the upcoming graphic designer to pursue ambitions? First of all, as I said, you have to answer that question of why. That's one. Then the second thing is you have to have the ambition and zeal that yes, I want to pursue and I want to have skills on this graphic design. Not that I want to make money on it. Money will come after the knowledge of graphic design. That's one. And the second thing is that I can recall I was not based in Kaduna, I was not born here. I came along from Taraba State. And when I wanted to start a journey of graphic design, I wrote down, I think, twice. I did not get admission. And the second thing that I asked myself is that if really I want to pursue career in graphic design, what will I give, which advice will I give myself? Then my answer is that in the world of note, it's only Kaduna State are more advanced in graphic design and all digital aspects. Then I say definitely let me look for school in Kaduna so that I can add two things at the same time. I can study, also I can pursue my career in graphic design. That's to show you what I have the zeal and ambition. If the zeal and ambition is not there, you can't do anything. When I came here, my first year in university, I was not able to pursue the career of design, graphic design. No, I just started giving consideration to my studies, and I observe the environment that's Kaduna axis to know whether I start. Where should I start with my journey of graphic design? The second year, that's 2022. That's how I started the journey of graphic design here. This will show you the person I went to. First, you have to like study the environment. I came the second year, I started going to, I think it's Jama'a Road. People used to call it printing village. I just went there, I observe, and I see how Kaduna are they running their activities of graphic design. And I see which concept are they using in terms of their own graphic design. And I find it different from our own in Taraba State. Then I add the knowledge of Kaduna and that of Taraba State. Then I came out with my own design and concept of graphic design. This applies to you all. You can have one. After the ambition is there, the second thing is what? You have to have a mentor. Someone that will look after in making graphic design. And I can say for faculty of education, you can take our academic director as a case study. He will be your mentor because he is the one who is teaching you. Whenever they see your design, someone will just say, this one is Abdul Jalil that designed it. Not thinking that you are the one who designed it. That shows that Abdul Jalil is your wife, is your mentor. That's second thing. When you have the mentor, you have the ambition and the zeal. The second thing is you have to have the mentor that advise you and guide you how to do the graphic design. Then the last thing is you have to have the facility and the tools that is entitled to have the skills. And I think those of you that joined the online classes, they have shown you that there is different ways of doing graphic design. We are using computer and also we are using our own smartphones. And you can use anyone. After you have the facility and the tools, I think the last thing is what? Find the knowledge. Find the knowledge. Look person that knows how to make design and has the knowledge of graphic design. Let it guide you. And you have in the process of learning the design, you have to be patient. That's it. Facing the necessary problem, and I think definitely the outcome will be best. Everybody that will tell you, and there's you can be seen like, am I going to do this? No, you can do it. Just be patient and consistency. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So now, Basil, do you have anything to say? Just like conclusion, because we want to no time.
Okay. Hello.
And maybe if you have other things that you want to share with us.
Okay. Hello. Hello. We are making noise. What I will say to us, can I start please? What I will say to us is very, very important and will help each and every one of us as students and also aspiring tech fellows. One of the things, whether like a lady or a youth, one of the things I do advise is get a skill. As a lady, get a skill. See, let me tell you, as a lady, if you have any digital skill, any soft skill, you stand as an advantage to any industry you are going. Do you understand? You stand as an advantage to any industry you are going. Number one, you have people to your beck and call. For instance, I will tell you how digital skill has helped me. I wouldn't be here if not for my skill. You are sitting because you don't have one, and I'm standing here because I have one. My prof will attest to that. If I want to collect his money, I just have to give him my skill to get his money. He knows that. Do you understand? So in this 21st century, the best thing you need is digital skills. And I tell you, it doesn't take you much to learn it. See, think of can get you any skill you want. Think months of consistency, be it graphic design, be it content creation, be it video editing. You can get it in 3 good months. The only thing is, you may not become a professional in that skill, but you can practice it, and along you will become a professional. But any skill you need, you will get it in 3 months. That's the first point. And the second one is, if you want to learn anything, I'm currently the CEO of Skill Up Global. according to the CEO of State of Florida. Now, my evaluation is aimed to pay 1,000 youths across Kaduna and Nigeria as a whole. Currently, I succeeded in paying 180 participants in all soft skills. Be from any aspect of computer. I have people that will give me on that particular aspect. What is giving you now is your ignorance. You can actually get any skill when you choose to. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, Ismail, now we come to conclude. Just say anything you want to add.
I think my colleague here has said everything, and whatever you do in life, be consistent. That's it, as he said, consistency pays. And the road to like success has many challenges. I can tell you this, you will face different challenges, but whenever you find yourself, put it in your mind that yes, this is my target, and I want to achieve it. Whatever the obstacle comes in your way, throw it. Have that view that this is what my target is, and I want to achieve it. Whatever the obstacle, don't look over it. That's the last thing that I will say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Very distinguished guests. Can we put our hands together for the panel of discussion? Alright, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, distinguished personality, invited guest, pioneer of the children and ladies. On this wonderful moment, I will quickly recognize the presence of a true definition of a leader, a role model, a mentor, a father, a caring husband. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together for your father, my father, our father, in honor of the former faculty examination officer, a senior lecturer, distinguished invited guest, also the director of the Institute of Education, Kaduna State University, in honor of Dr. Sadiq Abubakar Rafi. Let's put our hands together. Daddy.
Okay. I must not go up there. I was very much astonished when I was invited in here so that I can say something that the time is limited. You are talking about skills acquisition. I want to give you a very short history about a 12-year-old boy in Kaduna State. This boy was sent to train this skill somewhere there. Luckily on him, in his operations, he was able to open the World Bank. You know World Bank? He penetrated their security. He started buying cars for his friends. Sitting down in Angoli there, he bought the last one he bought was a limousine. That is when he was a limousine is not bought by the poor, but by the rich. So the boy ordered for a limousine costing about $17 million. Okay? $17 million. So the company selling limousines, they said, who is this boy from Nigeria? I know, who is this company from Nigeria trying to buy a limousine costing this amount? They must trace him. But he paid. He paid from the pockets of World Bank through these digital skills. So the FBI of America, they traced the boy, they came to Abuja, they went to the Foreign Affairs, they arranged with the DSS, They came to Kaduna. When they came to Kaduna, they met the governor that they have come to do an operation, but it's not an arrest. They went to the house and saw the boy. He was 12 years, 6 months. Do you know what they did? They begged the parents and said, please, we need this boy. We want to take him back to America, but we are going to pay him $100 million every month. So, what am I trying to say here? If you try your best in this skills acquisition process, and there is something they call AI. All my assignment now, if I see it, is AI. If I give assignment before I know it, AI don't answer up. So do you. If you acquire skills very well, it will open gate for you. Particularly the girls. In my class, I do tell the girls, I pity you. But the boys, I don't pity them. Because they can go and do labor, labor job. Can a woman do it? A woman has expiry date, but the man doesn't have. So just leave him to work and do the job and bring food for you, as we do for you. But if you acquire this, if you try to help yourself to acquire this, inshallah, God will help you. Allahumma hadina wa hadina ila siratikal mustaqim. Shukran. Thank you. They are waiting for me. Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the senior lecturer, former examination officer, faculty of education, Dr. Abubakar Sadiq Rani. A round of applause for distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Before we proceed to the next agenda, we'd like to have a group picture with the drone technology presenter, the CEO, and others, please. Academic director, let's have the group picture of DJ. Let's have something good. DJ, the best. Something music, please. Photo section now. Let's make other photography before we proceed to the next agenda.
Yara ta pinka, ta.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are the committees starting from the president from Council, Director of Hospital, and this I see. What should I see? You guys do.
Wada kira yanzu, wada kira. Congratulations, ya shiga, ya shiga.
Thank you very much for DJ. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, greatest Nigerian students, you welcome to the first workshop training on digital skills. At this wonderful moment, I would like to call out the next presenter. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this man I'm about to introduce on stage is one of the personality, content creator, and influencer we are having in the northern Nigeria.
I'm proud of him. We are proud of him. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, before yesterday, we are here together with him at the GWI, Guinness World Record by Chef Osi. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, one of the trader content creator. We are having anything with what the guy post is legit. If our hands are not busy, can we put our hands together for the one and only distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Phil Battle. A round of applause, please. Can we give him a round of applause? Very welcome.
You forget one of the very ingredients. He's the owner of Kaduna.
Ladies and gentlemen, I also want to now, as you can see, you gentlemen, the head the owner of Kaduna, I call him the owner of
Thank you, thank you. How are you all doing? Good afternoon. Great Nigerian students! Great Nigerian students! So the people will hear me. Alright, I'm very honored to be here, really, and thank you all so much for your hospitality. It's an honor to be sharing this stage alongside, great men and women like you. All of you are amazing. And I just want to, before I go, I just want to say something. I just want to tell you that, I don't know how to say this, but let me just say that, do not be discouraged, okay? Where you are right now is where you're supposed to be. You understand? As a student, you might not have all figured out. You might be struggling to find yourself. You might be struggling to find your feet in society. You might not even know what you have to forget, but do not be discouraged. Even as an organizer of an event like this, you are probably everything is not going as you have planned. You understand? But do not be discouraged. It is just a stepping stone in the right direction. Okay? Alright, people, how old are you in this place? You are really old. You are really too old. Are you guys working? Make some noise! Exactly. Alright, so let's get right into it. I'm going to be teaching on content creation and AI, and I'm just going to go into mainly on content creation and the role it plays in this day and age. So please, I beg your attention as I share from the little that I know. Alright? Okay, so let's get right into it. First of all, what is content? Right? What is content? So the content is information or experiences that are directed towards a particular audience. Now, because of the advent of social media, all of us, it is a normal, what's the word now? It's a normal notion that content is supposed to be videos that you watch on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, or YouTube, or all those things. But content is anything that tells a story or anything that shares an experience. So, all those super stories, all those films and movies that we used to watch from the time past, all of them are all content. The picture you take and you post on social media, all of that is content. If you're a writer and you write on a blog or you write on your Facebook page or your Twitter page, all of that is content. So one way or another, all of us are doing content creation. We just don't know it. Okay? So basically that is what content is. So now let's talk about starting a career in content creation. How many of you want to be content creators? My family members. Awesome. So basically, let's do. We're going to be doing a phase of this project that I call starting out. So basically, starting out is how do you start content creation? First of all, you don't need too much. You don't need a lot. Just start. And the thing about content creation is that the earlier, the better. One of the things for lack of I don't want to say regret, but for lack of better word, I'll say regret. One of the things I regret is not starting earlier. And one of the things that will prevent you from starting early is thinking that you don't have what you need. But in the real sense, you are everything that you need. Am I communicating? So, right now, as a student, this is the best time to start if you want to delve into content inspiration, right? So, once you are sure and you are certain that this is what you want to do, even if you are not certain, if you are young, this is the time or this is the phase of your life where you get to explore. Anything you want to do it. You understand? If you want to do content creation, you do it. If you think that you're doing content creation or you're studying engineering and you want to try to be a fashion designer, by all means, try to be a fashion designer. If you're being a fashion designer and you feel like you want to be a graphic designer, go and try it because you can only be young once. When you try different things at this early stage, 5-10 years from now, when you have decided or when you have now found your feet and you know what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life, you can confidently stay in that space because you have tried other things and this is what is giving you the fulfillment that you need. Am I communicating? So, if you want to start out, it's simple. How do you create content? You create content by either, so there are two different types of content, right? There are visual content and then there are audio visual content. When we talk about visual content, we're talking about pictures, graphics, and graphics, and write-ups. So there are people we call content writers. So if you can write, if for example you have a blog where you just write stories or you write from your experiences, or you can imagine stories and just put them together and people read, that is still content creation. It doesn't have to be grand and all of that. Then there is video content, there is audio-visual content. Audio-visual content is where video editing comes in and all of that. So the first thing first is, what kind of content do you want to create? What kind of stories do you want to tell? Because content creation is basically storytelling in a nutshell. So when you establish the kind of content you want to create, the next thing is, how do I go about this content? So let's say, for example, I'm going to use two examples. First of all, so let's say for example you want to be a food content creator. Now there are two ways to do food content creation. It's either you are doing pictures or you are doing videos or you are doing write-ups. Write-ups and pictures they go hand in hand. Do you understand? So you take if you let's use visual content for example. You take a picture of, let's say, food. We are doing food now. So you take a picture of the food and then you post it and then you write, oh, this is jollof rice. It is a popular dish from Nigeria. It is this, and da. You make content. Once you post it up and down, that is content. All the time, you're talking about video content now. If you go to buy food from your favorite restaurant or your favorite local, and you make videos around the food, you talk about how you ate it, what it was, how it felt, is it good, is it bad, what you can do better, and then you edit and you post it. That is content. It doesn't have to be a movie or TV series or brand and all of that. It is just as simple as that. Am I communicating? So basically, doing content is just shooting, editing, and posting. So all you need to do, and you know when you talk about content creation and ask people to start, you always give the excuse of, oh, I don't have a good phone, I don't have a good that. And while that can be valid, can be, because it's not every time that it's a valid reason that the kind of phone or that device you have to buy is support. While that can be valid because different shows for different phones, right? You still can do it. You can start and don't post. Because the thing about content creation is just like every digital skill, if you don't start, they say practice makes perfect. So the more you do, the more you get better at it. Am I communicating? So when we were having a panel discussion here, one of the graphic designers said that as the more jobs he was doing in 3 months, the more consistent you are, the better you get. You understand? So you can, even if you take a course in content creation or you have someone come to teach you everything you need to know, the more you create content, you will discover things that even the people that taught you did not mention. For example, when I was starting, I didn't do any formal registration, I didn't do any I didn't, nothing really. Me, I just went to YouTube and I watched videos and I started to like recreate the videos, right? But as I was doing it over and over again, I was finding different features, navigating the different tools for video editing. I was finding different features that helped my content to get better over time. Okay? Am I communicating? I don't feel like I'm communicating. Okay, let me go on. Let me go on. So, another thing I want to mention is, as you're starting out, allow yourself to make mistakes. So, there's this thing when I talk to a lot of people that reach out to me and say, oh, I want to be a content creator. I was like, okay, go and do something, shoot something, edit it, and they will not do it, and they'll tell you, oh, I don't want to post it. It's not looking nice, it's not giving. You understand? And the truth is, if you want to succeed at something, you have to throw away every form of shame. Am I communicating? You have to throw away every form of shame. Forget about your friends, forget about your family, forget about what people will say. I mean, just do your thing, because if you cannot fail, if you cannot do the rubbish one, if you cannot do the one that is ugly, how will you get to the one that is perfect? Do you understand? It's not even like, let's say, for example, this event, this workshop on digital skill training, this is the first edition. And obviously, for those that are organizing the event, you can, like I was saying, like I said earlier, you can attest to the fact that everything is not going as planned. But if you don't do this one, if you don't make the mistakes, if you don't make the one that is not perfect, you cannot get to the one that is perfect. So forget about what everybody is saying. Forget about what everybody is saying. And the last thing, another thing is that people on the internet don't even care as much as you think. All that thing that you are saying, oh, it's just in your head. Nobody really cares. Everybody is just, as they finish watching, they have gone to the next content or to the next person. Am I communicating? Alright. Now let's talk about money. Who's ready to talk about money? So, just like every other digital skill, content creation has a line of work, and you can actually earn and make good money from content creation. So, I'm going to tell you the top 5 ways that, or I'm going to tell you how content creators make money. Okay? So this is how content creators make money. So the first one is by selling digital products. Are you with me? The first one is by selling digital products. Now, what are digital products? Digital products are sharing your experiences. So let's say, for example, you are a graphics designer, right? And you create content about graphics design. Because you are a graphic designer, you create content about graphic design, you have a vast knowledge of graphics design. You can create a course, or you can create a video class where you can share all your knowledge, you can do the basics. Just like what I'm doing now, I'm telling you and teaching you about content creation. Everything I'm telling you now, I can put it together in a video or put it together in a document as a course, and then I put it online as a digital product. So it's like, oh, if you want to learn graphics design, buy this course or pay for this course, and you will learn everything you need to know. Presently, I have a Telegram group where we teach people how to start content creation, how to edit videos, how to edit pictures, and you just start your career as a content creator. And it is the same video everybody is watching. It is the same, forget about like 20 chapters in the course. It is the same video everybody is watching. It is the same content that everybody is consuming. It is the same short it was, and it is that one video that everybody in the group is learning from. But before you can get into that group, you have to pay 11,500. And so far we have about 20 people in that course so far. So 11,500 times 20. You will do the maths. Me, I didn't. My head is not hustling as much. Do you understand? That is how to sell digital products, and that is just for the Telegram group. There are other platforms like Seller and that you can sell your digital products. Either it's a video course or a written online course. So that is the first way you can make money as a content creator. And to be honest, you don't even have to be a big content creator before you can sell digital products. From wherever you start, once you are an expert and you know what you are doing, You know you have this knowledge. You know that when people come to you, you can talk to them and teach them, and they can gain from your knowledge. You can just start writing a course. Anything you can do. Doesn't matter the field. Almost all the field content creators in Nigeria and around the world, almost all, they now have digital products. They have cookbooks. Some of them. How many of you know CCM? I think you know CCM. Do you know CCM? Thank you very much. How many of you know Snooples? You know Snooples exactly. Snooples did an online course, an online class, and I think it was about 15,000 or 20,000 naira. 15,000, 50, 18,000 naira exactly to get in, and she had about 100 students apply. So you do the math, and so that is the first way to make money as a content creator, selling digital products. Now the next way to make money as a content creator is by monetizing your content platforms. Now this is tricky because that is the next two ways actually. So the next two ways is tricky because before you can make money via this way, you have to have built your social media following. So we have platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. These are platforms that are available for Nigerians to monetize their content. So for a platform like Instagram, you can monetize your content, but it's not available in Nigeria. You cannot, if you are living in Nigeria, you cannot monetize your content on Instagram. But if you are on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, all of them have their guidelines. I think for YouTube it is 1,000 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. For Facebook it is 5,000 followers and 60,000 watch hours. So your watch hours is the number of times people watch your content, or number of times people watch your videos. So for example, if your video is 1 minute, the more people are watching. If your video is 1 minute and let's say 60 people watch your video till the end, that is 1 watch hour. So when you get up to 60,000 watch hours, you are now eligible to monetize your content on Facebook. And then same thing with TikTok as well. So that is that's another way to monetize content. The next way to monetize content still has to do with building your brand and building your audience is by brand deals. So most times, when we talk about influencers, when brands or companies and organizations want to reach a wider audience with their products or their services, they reach out to people we call social media influencers. So that you have to have been creating content consistently and have built a large number of following. And it doesn't have to be much. I started getting influencing deals from like 2,500 followers. So just the more you make content and the more you put your content out there, that is the more people will follow you. If you're some of you will say you are a content creator, but you are posting 1 time a month. Some of you once in 2 months. You are trying, but you can do better. Okay? So that's another way to monetize your content through influencing. Another way to monetize your content is by content strategy and consultations. So because we are in a digital age, every business is on social media. I think even this school has a social media page. You understand? So every brand, every organization is on social media. So they are most of the time these brands, they reach out to people and they look for content strategies. That is, people that will tell them what kind of content they should create for their business, what kind of content they can create to make sure that their goods and services reach a wider audience and people are buying their goods and services. That is another way to make money as a content creator. So now all these 4 categories I've mentioned is for freelance content creators. That is how you can make money on your own as a content creator. Now there are career opportunities in content creation. These are the job positions that you can work as an office or an organization as a content creator. So the first one is being an in-house content creator. So there are brands like how many of you know Zikoko magazine? Zikoko, they are a popular social media. How many of you know Cracks TV? Cracks TV, exactly. So for a station like Cracks TV, they have content creation. You know that they are 9 to 5, and they wake up every morning, they dress and go to work, and the work they do in the office is creating content for the brand or the business they work for. So you can apply for jobs like that, you get hired and you work. Then another one is social media management. So as a content creator, because you are on social media a lot, you already understand how social media works. You understand how Instagram algorithm works. You understand the kind of content that should be posted on Facebook, the kind of content that should be posted on TikTok, the kind of content that should be posted on Instagram. So, as someone with that knowledge, you can serve as a social media manager. And what a social media manager does, you run social media pages for businesses, individuals, or even organizations, people like politicians and celebrities. Some of them don't have the time to be handling or running their own social media by themselves. So they reach out to people and look out for people that they can give their login password, you post for them, you reply comments and reply DMs for them, and then they pay you. They pay you. The least social media managers are collecting in this present day is 50,000 naira. And as a social media manager, most social media managers work remotely, and you can get more than one client. And if you're working with more than one client, let's say you have enough time to handle 3 clients at a time. That is about at least 150,000 naira a month. So you see how the money in content creation comes in. So as a social media manager, you might need, to be honest, if you want to do social media management, you might need to actually take certain courses in social media management if your social media skills is not as good as you think as it should be. You can take their courses online on YouTube. You know, there are free courses everywhere. YouTube is, you can learn anything on YouTube. Even tailoring, you can learn on YouTube. You can learn anything on YouTube. Everything in this life, somebody on YouTube is teaching it. Okay? So, so in-house content creation and social media managers. The next is content writing. So, content writing is basically just telling stories but in written form. You understand? So, most times for big organizations and big companies, they always have websites. And on their websites, they always post like blog posts, they post their products, and it's just to get to know the brands very well. You have access to their website. So for their website, as much as they need a graphics designer, they need a web designer, they need a web developer, they also need content writers. Content writers are the people who write the blog post. If you enter a website, let's say you enter the website for MTN now, for example, everything everything you can read on that website was written by a content writer, and they get paid for that. You understand? And the good thing about career opportunities in content creation is that, one, you can work remotely, and two, you can work for multiple organizations or multiple clients at a time. Then another way to monetize, another job opportunity in content creation is video editing. Video editing. So now things have evolved that as much as they have the professional videographers that work with cameras and laptops, they also have the mobile videographers that work with just their mobile phones. They shoot content with their mobile phones and they edit content with their mobile phones. And it will shock you to know that that is a skill that is high in demand. People are looking for, they're not looking for more, they're not looking for the people that will come with gimbal and come with all fancy equipment. They're looking for someone that can handle videography with their phone. And it will shock you to know that there are several companies that are looking for people like that. I mean, something like this phone that is standing in front of me now, that is what a lot of organizations want to use alongside the professional videography team. And that is another career opportunity in content creation. Okay. Are we following? Are you sure you are following? Alright, so now let's delve into the last part of this conversation, which is how to build a social media audience as a content creator. So I've given you all the career opportunities in content creation and everything that you need to know. So when we are talking about building a social media audience, the first thing you need to do is you need to be consistent. You have to be consistent. When you're ready to be consistent, you have to create videos consistently. So one thing a lot of people don't understand is consistency does not mean posting every day. It's not when you are posting one video every day, that does not mean you are consistent. I mean, if you're posting a video every day, that is another aspect of consistency. But that is not the only way to be consistent. Consistency is creating a schedule and sticking to it. So you can say, oh, I want to be posting once a week. I want to be posting 3 times a week. I want to be putting out content 2 times a week. When you do that, that is a consistency schedule, or that is a consistency plan. So sticking to that makes you consistent. So after you have decided to be consistent, you need to choose a you need to choose a platform. So there are several platforms. There is Facebook, there is Instagram, there is TikTok, there is YouTube. I'm talking about video content now. These are the 4 primary platforms that you can use as a social media content creator or influencer, right? So when you decide which of these platforms you're going to use or you're going to be working with, then you can now ask yourself, what kind of content do you want to create? Or what kind of content is more marketable for these platforms? Sometimes you can be creating content that should be for TikTok and you're putting them on YouTube. There is a disconnect there because you might not achieve the maximum results, right? So you have to now find out the kind of content you want to create. Now there is a thing that you all do. I want you to know that you don't need to have a niche. You don't need to have a particular style of content that you're making. You feel free to explore. When you're starting out as a content creator, anything, any idea that comes to your mind, please do it. Just shoot it. In this day and age, there are people that shoot a complete film, a complete movie with just their phone. So anything that comes to your mind, just do it. If you feel like you want to do fashion, or you want to do tech, or you want to do food, or you want to be doing vlogs, do all of them. Do all of them. That is the only way you can find out which one resonates with your audience more and which one is more marketable. I'll give you an instance. When I started, I just wanted to be making rant videos and share my thoughts with the world. And then in the midst of doing that, I was doing that consistently and I was growing, but the growth was very, very little, 200 views here, 300 views here, when the thing, if I go viral, I'll have 1,000 views and I'm very, very happy. And then one day we just went to Central Market and I was like, oh, let me just make a vlog and talk about Central Market. And I made videos, and then I made a vlog about Central Market, how Central Market is in Kaduna and all of that. And that one video, he gave me views and reached that 10 videos could not give me. You understand? And that was what I started into. And that was when I started to start making more content about Kaduna and more content around Kaduna. And before you knew it, I would go somewhere like, oh, I know you from TikTok, I know you from Instagram, I know you from Facebook, and that's how it started. So don't put yourself in the box. Don't think I want to do tech, and then you're only doing tech. As you're starting, when you're starting out, do anything that comes to your mind. Anything that you think you can do, any idea you think of, try as much as possible to execute it and share your story as you go. Then the next thing is how to build your audience. Okay, I'm running out of time. Okay, so the next thing is how to build your audience. Now, there's something we call your community. What is your community? Your community is your followers. Your community are people that enjoy your content, people that watch on your content, the people that they just enjoy watching what you're putting out, right? So how do you build this community? First thing, you have to do them by being consistent, by posting as often as possible. That way, new people can find you. Secondly, you have to engage them. Have conversations in your comment section. If you're putting out a video, you should end your video with a question. You understand? And then when they reply or answer your question in the comment section, you respond. You have conversation back and forth. When you're starting out, you don't have 1 million people in your comment section, so you can reply to everybody. Are you so those 5-10 people that are going to comment on your video or try to engage you and answer your questions, those 5-10 people, engage them, answer them, respond to them, and by doing that, the more you do that, you are growing a following, you are growing a community, you are growing trust, because these people now feel like they know you, they feel like we are friends, they feel like they can walk up to you anywhere and they can talk to you and you answer them. If you check if there are 100 comments on that my post, 50 of those comments are for me, because for every comment that comes in, I reply. I might not reply immediately because obviously I'm busy. But when I have the time, I always respond to people, and that is how to build your community. You can also build your community. So don't be happy. You can also build your community by engaging them in other things like going on live on social media. You know, every social media now has a platform where you can go live and people join you live, like a live broadcast. You can do that from time to time. You can ask, get to know me questions on your stories and all of that. And I think I'll just stop here for now. Hopefully, another time they will call me to continue this training. So I hope you guys have learned something. Alright, can you take questions now? Please, briefly. Please. Any question? Do you have any question? No question? Alright, sorry. No question.
Okay, you want someone else question?
Okay.
Alright, thank you. My question, sir, is with regard to how you mentioned that there are free online anything on YouTube. So, how will you be able to, as you are starting, how will you be able to engage making money as considering there are anything most people appreciate things that are free now. They go for those things that are free. So if I be able to enter YouTube and learn all these skills, how will I start making my own money by showing as I'm starting now? That's my question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So to answer your question, first of all, I said what I said was you can earn anything on YouTube, right? So the thing is, YouTube is a monetized platform, right? So those people that are teaching on YouTube, you think you are watching for free, but you are not watching for free because YouTube is paying them. For every 1,000 views, is about $5, I think, on YouTube. So it's not technically free, right? So you can learn on YouTube. When you learn on YouTube and you practice, in the midst of in the aspect of practicing, you will find out things. You become an expert because the more you practice or the more you do, is the more you understand and you are in a position to teach. I don't know if you're getting me. So it's not black and white. You cannot teach somebody how to cook if you have not cooked before. You understand? You can go online and read a recipe. You can read how to make or how to cook this thing. But if you are not doing it practically, you cannot teach somebody. Right? And if you're going to cook, your first attempt or your first try at cooking might not be perfect. But the more you're cooking, the more you cook, the more you become better. And then you now get to that level where you can now be in a position to say, okay, I can teach somebody. So when you learn free on YouTube, you work on yourself, you keep practicing, you keep doing, and you get to a point where you can now teach and share your knowledge. I hope that answers your question. Please. All right, sir. Please. Let me hear from you. No vex.
So my question is that if I want to invest my time on content creation, access to you so that you will be like a role model, so that I can be taking things from you.
You can send me a message on all my profile, on all my social media handles, and I don't know. I can give you my number if you meet me later, but I'm accessible on all my social media. I always respond. Okay, my social media handles. On Facebook it is Phil Badu. Please, one question. Facebook it is Phil Badu, and then Instagram, TikTok it is the Dream Junkie _HEDREAMJUNKIE _. So check me out on there. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, my question goes this way. You said you can create anything as it starts. But my question is there anything you can tell us that what can capture the audience when that we can create as a starter? Like just a hint of what can capture the audience when?
All right. So like I said earlier, content. When I define what content is a story on that is
targeted towards a particular audience. So my audience can be different from your audience, but when you're starting out, you don't know your audience, right? So you just need to create something that is fun, something that is engaging. So you have to try as much as possible to, there's what we call creative storytelling. You have to try as much as possible to create something that people will enjoy watching. You as a person, you watch other content creators, you watch content on social media, and as someone that watch content, there are some videos you will see and you will just scroll past it, you will not watch it. So what those videos that you watch till the end, what are the things that make you want to watch it till the end? Ask yourself those questions, and then when you pick out what makes you watch videos till the end, those are the things, or those particular things are what you will use to make your own content. So for instance, I will give you for free, we have what we call hooks. So hooks are the first sentence of your content should be something that will make people want to stick around. You understand? Let's say you're doing what we do now. Let's say you're doing a vlog about what happened in your life today. So let's say in the course of the day, maybe you lost your money, or someone. Or let's say you lost your money fell down from your pocket or fell down from your bag. You can now start your vlog with I trekked home, or I trekked for clinical hours. You understand? That way you have captured the attention of people. They now want to know, so when someone hears that first sentence, like, okay, why did she trek? Then you can now start telling the story from there. And then you make it fun, make it energetic, make it exciting, you know. You will come and be saying, so today I did this and that. You have to put in some energy, put in what will make people to stay. So thank you very much. That is my time. I'm sorry for taking so much time. Thank you.
All right, distinguished girls, ladies and gentlemen. Can we put our hands together for the gentleman who gave us the presentation on content creation? Can we give him a round of applause? Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. May God continue to. All right, distinguished girls, ladies and gentlemen. Right about now, without not wasting much of our time, we will proceed into the next agenda. I would like to call on this beautiful name. Ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together for Ambassador Zulkarnaini Yusuf Nadabu. Ladies and gentlemen, the President Initiative for Sustainable Evolution for the Youth and Community. Can we give him a round of applause, please? Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you very much, sir.
مناتا منانا أريد أن أقول أريد أن أبين أريد أن أنبه أستاذ الذي ليس له ردة منذ ما زمزم وذكره بساء منانا أيها الجامعة ولاية كادونا أريد 3 بوسويا إلى رئيسنا بوسا.
Thank you very much. My name is Ambassador Zulkarnaini Yusuf Nadabu, President Initiative for Sustainable Evolution for the Youth and Community. I want to show my gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving me the power, the energy and the compassion to stand here before you to make this wonderful presentation. I feel thrilled and happy for this honor by Abdul Yusuf Muhammad, the Academic Director of the University, Kakuri branch. I would like to use this opportunity to thank all of you here for coming, and I hope you have learned a lot. I don't want to take too much of your time. I would like to use this opportunity to say, we want to use this opportunity to remind you that I, as the president that cares so much about the community, and we use this opportunity to put this what we have learned together into our daily life activities. I want to use the opportunity to empower 1,000 youths that will learn content creation,
graphic design, video editing, forex trading, animation, and job and career editing in tech within the university. I will have a discussion with the director, and I'm sure my colleagues here will be in support. Please, I want you all to cooperate with me to make this wonderful program to thank you very much. I want to waste your time so much. This is the only thing I want to say for now. Thank you very much for your time. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please can we put our hands together for Ambassador Phil. Wow. All right, invited guests, I recognize and acknowledge the official photographer. He is a product of Kasu, pioneer of this faculty. Can we give him a round of applause, official photographer, PK? Let's give him a round of applause. Very good. So this is just invited guest. The program about to come to an end, but before that, I would like to call on the presenter for the animation. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give him a round of applause in honor of Salihu Saeed Ibrahim, 3D designer. Can we give him a round of applause, gentlemen and ladies? A round of applause for this gentleman.
Thank you for the warm invitation. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, students of class. I'm here to make a big presentation on animation in general. My field of focus is actually 3D design. Animation is a tool I integrate to my own skill set. So like when we say animation, animation is basically creating sequence of images into a video. So like when you make a drawing and you make those drawings in multiple images and then you spread them together and then they make a video. So examples of some animation that you may have watched, we have Tom and Jerry, or the anime that you watch, Attack on Titans, Death Note, also for animation for kids, like, I don't know, Baby Shark. So there are types of animation. We have the traditional animation. So in the olden days, before the invention of computers, the Chinese people would make little drawings, like a lot of drawings on a piece of paper, and then they spread it together. And then those drawings looks like they are in motion. So that was the first idea of animation, and that was how it revolutionized into what you watch on TV today. And then we have 2D animation. That's when we say 2D animation, when we say 2D, it means it has 2 dimensions. It's flat. So from drawings, we got to digitalize it. So we no longer need to use pen and paper. We could use softwares, and we could design, like how you do your graphic design with some softwares like Photoshop. There are tools also for making animation, and then we use those tools to make 2D animation. Tom and Jerry is a very good example of 2D animation. You can see that it's flat, it only has 2 dimensions. And then we have 3D animation. 3D animation is the one I do. 3D animation, 3D basically means 3 dimensions. So you have the length, the height, and the width. You can see the
image, you can look around it just like in your reality. So these are the examples of animation and the types of animation. Before I go further, I would love to know if you guys really understand what animation is. Is anyone confused about what 3D animation is? You can ask me a question. Or 2D. Should I go on? Alright. So like I said, there are tools for creating animation. Those tools could be before the invention of other tools. The first tool for creating animation was Photoshop, which now is known for graphic design. The company that started making animation with the use of Photoshop, Walt Disney. I don't know if you have watched Lion King. Yeah, so Lion King was made using those tools then, the Photoshop. And then now we have many of the tools for making animation. You just have to choose whichever suits you. We have Maya, we have Blender, Cinema 4D, 3D Max, a lot of them. The one I use is Blender. So these tools, most of them are not free. You have to pay a subscription or you buy them. These days, usually have to pay subscription. So some will say like $100 a month. Some will go for even $5,000 a year. But don't worry, you can also find free software. The one I use, which is Blender, is free and it has a lot of community and resources, which by you can learn Blender for free. You can go on YouTube. There are many creators, many tutors that will teach you how to use this Blender tool for free. So Blender is a tool you can use to make both 2D animations and 3D animations. I use Blender to make 3D animations. So now that we've discussed about what animation is and the tools you use, let's talk about how you can make money with animation and how the opportunities you can get from being an animator. So as an animator, you can work with basically any type of industry. Any industry you can think of, you can work with as an animator. I've worked with several industries since I started. So one of the ways you can make money with animation is by freelancing. So freelancing is basically, you are not under a company, you are not hired by a certain boss. You just go around and look for those that need your services and they pay you money and you make animation for them. You could be at the comfort of your house, be in your own sitting room, and they give you the description of what they want. You give them the final product and they pay you, no stress, light off. And then you can also do content creation as an animator. So there are a lot of animators that do content creation. I don't know if any of you is familiar with Judas. He's a content creator on Instagram. He makes animation, funny animation. And then there's also this lady, Virtual Zara. I don't know if anyone is familiar with you. She does animation, 3D animation as a content creator. And from there, they derive a lot of views. And basically, they created a career for them as a content creator, but 3D animation in general. You can also work in game design. So in game, the games that you play maybe in your mobile phone or the PS3, PS4, PS5, there are many roles that are involved in making games, and one of those roles is animation. So maybe the advertisement for the game, or maybe the storytelling of the game. Maybe when you reach some certain part and a video is playing for that game, there's animation. So we have a bunch of animators that sit and make those animations for the game. And then we have visual effect, VFX. So like Hollywood movies and some of Nollywood movies as well. Some of the explosions and maybe the accident and the shooting, they are not real. Of course, we won't want to create real explosions. It might injure the stuntmen. So we do this in computer, and so maybe sometimes you see just one character has been replicated into 3. That's all